You're in the mix with DJ Afrosia.
be the folk doctor spot, originator of wreck shop. The type brother to give your stolen car a test drive. So hold your brown sugar, because the way I pound hookers keep them coming back like I'm a cooker. Time for some act, but I don't push your act. I push your Lex Coupe and love to push your wig back. And it's like that, like DJ Running Daryl Mack. He's the D, I be the blasted on wax.
When I first saw you, baby, I wanted you down. Me and those dream eyes of mine started to cry in a dream. Wishing my fantasy soon become a reality. All I do is sign, 'cause you're the most precious thing, baby. I got my dreaming eyes has ever seen. So I can take a dream, me and those dreaming eyes of mine. Is it just that you're the finest something that I ever saw? Or is my imagination running too far?
So automatic, so never hesitate to call. 'Cause I'm your sister and always for you. And don't know what I'd ever do without you from the beginning to the end. You've always been here right beside me. So I'll call you my best friend through the good times and the bad. Once whether I lose or if I win, I know one thing.
Talk sleep, better stand on.
In chaos,
Talk sleep.
stand on it. Chaos, say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it goes. Chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
in chaos,
Talk sleep.
stand on it. Chaos, say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it goes. Chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
in chaos,
Talk sleep.
stand on it. Chaos, say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it goes. Chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
in chaos,
Talk sleep.
stand on it. Chaos, say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it goes. Chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
in chaos,
Talk sleep.
stand on it. Chaos, say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it goes. Chaos,
Talk sleep, better stand on.
What's up, fellas?
What's good? What's good? What's going on, Smooth?
What's the deal, JG?
Same old chilling, man. Working when I working, more or less.
Hey, we back for another episode of this Culture and Chaos, and my boy JG in the place to be, like he be saying.
No doubt. No diggity, no doubt.
How was it last week, man? How was the show?
We didn't do it.
Oh, we didn't do the show. That's right.
We
That's right.
didn't
We
do
didn't do
it.
the show. We
We
sure
back
didn't.
this week, man. Sorry we missed y'all last week, but we back this week,
We
live and
didn't do
ready,
the show last week.
ready for all the static.
Cool, man. Yeah, well, it's gonna be some static. If y'all on the show, it's gonna be some shit. That's for sure.
No doubt. There's always gonna be some shit.
What's up, TT Coleman? See you over there.
Andrea Hoskins, Tracy Goldston.
I go Patty Fields.
That's the one with the
Hey,
good credit.
Patty. That's the one with the good credit, yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy and Andrea. See y'all here for my shenanigans, for our shenanigans.
We thank everybody that come out every week, support us, mess with us, fuck with us. We appreciate all y'all, man.
And JD, so what you did last week since we ain't had no show?
Pretty much work, man. I ended up working what's called an extra job, where you kind of like do off-duty security.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have an off-duty officer on the property or whatever. So I ended up doing that. Yeah, I hung out a little bit. I did hang out a little bit. Hung out at A1. You know, A1 cigar bar.
Okay, all right.
A couple cigars. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Had me a couple cigars. You know what I'm saying? Then Saturday I was at work, but still trying to check out the Bears game.
The who game?
Bears
Man,
preseason football back.
what the fuck? The who?
Hey man, don't hate on my Bears, man. Don't hate on my Bears. I ain't said nothing about the Texans, or if you're a Dallas fan, I don't know which one of the Texans.
Alex. Man, don't cuss me out like that.
I don't know which one of them Texas teams you like, but I ain't say nothing about neither one of them. So let me have my Bears, man.
I'm H-Town everything, bro. I'm going to the game tomorrow.
I ain't said nothing about them Texans. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, you can't really say too much about them, you know.
I can say something about them.
You're looking really good on paper right now. You know?
On who?
On paper, we look real good.
Y'all look real good on paper every year.
Y'all don't even look good on paper.
Huh?
Y'all don't even look good on paper.
That's a lie. That's a cap. That's fucking cap. Yes, Andrea, go Bears all day, every day.
Oh man,
Bear down.
I'm finna block her.
What? If he block you, I'll unblock you.
Yeah, here we go, Bears. What is a bear?
Yeah, it kicked me out and called me Dr. Nay again.
Well, you Cleo right now, bro. So you good?
Yeah,
I
D Mysterious,
appreciate
born and
that.
raised in Chicago, and the Bears are. Wow. Now you gonna get blocked. You gonna get blocked, D Mysterious.
Bro.
Bears ain't trash. You probably one of them Bears fans. She probably one of them Chicago Packer fans. D Mysterious. He or she, I don't know. They probably one of them Chicago Packer fans.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
We lost Cleo again.
yeah, he ain't pay.
Yeah, they keep intertwining. Now Rick gone. We need to go on. So let's take it to a commercial break. We got to pay some bills and get this stuff right, get this networking right. We'll be right back. Give us a second.
Man, what?
And you know I don't play. I'm sorry, it ain't going your way. Oh, baby. I'm too much. I can't keep my cool, baby, baby. I can't hold it inside. I can't wait each day just to see you walk. Trying to move in close to get you where you are. Not trying to be rude, baby, baby. Nothing venture, nothing gain. So I'm telling you, baby, 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 baby. You're so fine. Oh, baby, baby, baby. I'm gonna keep it real. How you make me feel, boy, you give me chills, baby. I'm gonna break it down. You just drive me wild whenever you're around. You know how I do. You know how I flow. Get your name and number. I like you steal. And I take only you. The way you do your thing, baby, you can bring it on. Swing it this way.
It was love at first sight. I know from the way she looked at me. Her eyes said it all. Long days and nights we spent until she dropped the bomb on me. When she said that she was unhappily married with children, and I wish I never met her at all. Even though I love her so, but she got love for me, but she still belongs to someone. You should know it's over now, 'cause I got another love. So I'm saying, baby, it's over now, 'cause I got another love. You never gave me all your special time, 'cause you're too busy hanging out. That's not what my love's about. I gave my heart, my soul, my trust to you. You tried to play me for a fool. That's why I felt somebody new. You should know. Hey, hey. 'Cause I got another love. Said I got another love. Yeah, yeah. It's over now. 'Cause I got another love.
I've been doing my own thing. Love has always had a way of having bad timing. But to my great surprise, ever since I looked in your eyes, I had one question for you. Tell me if you want me to give you all my time. I wanna make it good for you. 'Cause you blow my mind, I promise you I'll be true. You're the perfect sign, so tell me.
We back. We back. We
We
back.
back. We back.
We had to go
Sorry
pay.
for the
We had to go
delay.
pay some bills, man. That's all. We had to pay our fucking internet bill. We cool, man. We cool, man.
That's what we had to do. Yeah.
Had
Our
to-
internet bill.
Yeah. So since school back in, man. How was y'all first day, week, whatever, with y'all kids going back to school over there in the chat? I got them kids some school clothes and some school shoes, and got them back on schedule for school. They looked real nice on these social media, y'all. Y'all did y'all thing with that
Some
school
of them
stuff.
looking pretty decent.
They looked decent. I mean, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all must have hit up them boosters or, something. I don't know. Y'all did y'all thing. You look good. Everybody had on new clothes. Everybody. I liked that. Their hair was fixed. Their hair was combed. I like
Like
that.
you like the that?
I like that, man. I like that. So
Right. That's better
y'all.
enough. Let's see, I ain't get to go. My son started junior high this 7th grade.
You
I
ain't
ain't get
seen
to
no.
go. I ain't get. I had to work, so I ain't get to go.
You ain't seen no further school picture.
His mama sent me some bogus first day of school. Like
His
him sitting
mom.
in the car. I'm like, I want to see the fit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you ain't see the whole wardrobe, the whole get up.
I ain't see the whole ensemble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I got a first day of class pitch today, man. My boy started class today, so y'all don't know I have a kid that I pretty much adopted, right? Like Jaden been in my life since he was 4, and so last week dropped him off at Parkland. He played baseball. Yeah, today was first day of class, so I was like, hey, bro, I need my first day of class pitch. He's like, I got you, pop. So he sent me some shit. Yeah,
That's cool. That's
yeah,
what's up.
yeah, it's cool.
That's what's up.
It's crazy, bro, because I'm thinking he's gonna be like all sad and shit. Man, this nigga here. Like his his mama and them was at Airbnb. I was in the hotel. So I'm thinking like he's staying with his mama the whole time. The whole time he in his dorm, like, cause he like every night he going to party. Morehouse right here, Spillman right here. Like I'm talking about
What
he
school he at?
Clark
Oh,
Atlanta.
yeah, Clark. Okay.
Man, he partied every fucking night. Like one night, me and him go out. He's like, yeah, it's a party. It started at 10. Like, I'm trying to get back. I was like, nigga, like you been partying every night you been at this motherfucker. Like, don't forget what you came down here
Don't
for.
forget what you came for.
Yeah,
Party and you look up,
but it's,
your ass to be out that outside them gates.
yeah, I kick his ass. But, oh, yeah, that was. Yeah, I got my first day of school, kid. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
I gotta drive my oldest to school next Friday.
what's where you going to again?
He's going to Lighthouse Christian College in Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola. You driving out there?
8 hour drive.
Nigga, that ain't no 8 hours. Pensacola.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
That might be because it's up there at the top, but shit, nigga, that's
That's a
eight
day of work.
hours.
That's a day of work, bro.
Fuck that, man. I'm not doing that. I can't do that. If I can't even fucking drive to New Orleans. Like, it gotta be like an emergency. Like, if it's past Dallas, nigga, I can't do it. My nerves bad driving to Dallas.
Just think about you at work 8 hours. Just think like it's a day of work, bro.
I'm
That's
not
nothing.
sitting, I'm not sitting in no truck for 8 hours at work.
You're not gonna sit 8 hours in the truck driving. You gonna take you gonna pull over and get out, get some gas, maybe grab something to eat.
I don't know, bro. I can't. Anyway, uh, current events, man. We had a situation here in Houston where a guy was like in the street, man, like shooting at passing cars. Did you see that? Mhm.
I didn't see it. I heard about it though. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was like with a AR or something. Like cars passing by, he was just like shooting at them.
Lighting them up.
Yeah.
Did he hit anybody?
I don't know if he hit anybody. I don't have any details. I know the police came. I know they shot him. I don't know if he lived. I don't know if he passed away. Uh, ain't been a whole lot of more information about that came out, but like man, it's just something I wanted to touch on because on the guy is somebody that went to school with me.
Really?
Yeah. And so like I didn't never see him as that type of dude, so I don't know if he was
You think he was
on something. I don't
well,
know. But, it's a lot of stuff like that happening in the world today. You know what I mean? Like school shootings.
I think one thing that we as a nation take for granted is mental illness. Mental illness is real, man. Like uh,
So I don't know if that, I don't
people
know. I don't know if it was mental illness. I don't know if he was on drugs. Like I don't know if he was
Yeah,
just
he could have been, but I mean, at the same time, you know what I'm saying? They consider, a person on drugs.
mentally ill.
Yeah, that goes into a mental illness as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
So what do you think contributes to that happening as often as it do today? Because it happens a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? 3 people were shot. I'm getting the story. I'm getting the information from backstage. So 3 people were shot. 3 people shot. Vehicles crashed. It doesn't say if they passed away or not. Uh, I don't know, but anyway, do you think? What do you think contributes to that, like happening as often as it do in the world today?
uh, it could be a lot of different things.
Right.
It could be hereditary. You know what I'm saying? It's like for example, my one of my former classmates in high school suffered from was it schizophrenia? I think it was schizophrenia, and they say that could be hereditary. Somebody down the line because him and his little brother end up having it. And his little brother end up killing him.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing about it is, you don't know, like, it doesn't develop in you until you're an adult. Like, it doesn't happen to you until are an adult. Like, so you were like, as a kid, you normal because he was my teammate. We played on the basketball team together. He went off to junior college, played well his first year at junior college, and then I think he played at the junior college in Nebraska. He earned a scholarship. Like Nebraska was looking at him. The University of Nebraska wanted him, and it hit him while he was at school, and he started, and it was over. So, like, I think it's hereditary. I think the state of society, with all the with all the issues, everybody can't take it. You know what I'm saying? Some people, fall to the problems, fall to their situation. You know what I'm saying? And mentally tap out.
Yeah.
You know, um, and and I would say as well, all the I guess you could say all the as well as all the avenues to use drugs, to get to drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these people can get drugs, and you know what I'm saying, legally and all that way. You know what I'm saying? So I think those are three of the contributing factors that I feel like I see, I witness, or whatever that I deal with. You
Yeah.
know.
So I do believe, bipolar schizophrenia. I do believe that that's hereditary. Like I know people who was diagnosed with both and like have passed it on down to their kids. So I do believe that. Um, I do believe that uh, sometimes it's just a mental illness. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever they say about mental illness and the chemical imbalance in their brain and all that other good stuff.
Mhm.
I believe that there's some truth to that.
Mhm.
Uh, and sometimes I do believe people like reach a breaking point. You know what I'm saying? Like the weight of the world, like you said.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, most of the time people break because they've been at the job for so long, then all of a sudden the job let them go. They can't make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? They just
mhm,
yeah, we with skin and they break. So
yeah.
like you said, it's a whole bunch of reasons, but
Which I mean, in that instance, there's no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people break, you know what I'm saying? Some people might consider them weak or whatever, but no, like, there's no judgment on that. Like you say, life happens. Like
right,
T. David said, people can't deal with life sometimes, and then especially with this president we got. Oh man, he making it harder and harder for us. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I said, the state of the world is just is really 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 bad right now, really awful.
man. speaking of the state of the world too, I don't mean to jump off the subject, but like all the recall on all the foods, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you think that is? Like,
I was actually looking at something the other day that was somebody was saying, I don't know how true it is. I think it was a video on Facebook or Instagram, but it was pretty much saying that, when they was giving us the vaccine for the COVID, people weren't taking it and all that. People might have did the first round, didn't do the second round, things like that. So they said they was putting the vaccine in the food that's being recalled.
hmm,
I don't. It's what I'm saying, it's all kind of conspiracy theories behind all that. Uh, I think at the end of the day, man, they just gonna force us to get back to a place where you gotta grow what you eat. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, especially with the COVID shot, that shit is a modern day purge, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. They just trying to like purge a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the food. Like I'm talking about, you had to recall all of a sudden on damn near every fucking thing that we use every day when we cooking or we eating. You feel me? But it's crazy because ain't no recall on none of the fucking bad food or the junk food. This is
Yeah.
all fucking shit that's like supposed to be grown, like supposed to be
It
natural.
should be, which all that shit should be recalled. It should
You
be
know what I'm
recalled
saying?
on the shelves.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But it's a reason for all that. Just like what I'm saying, why healthy food is more expensive than what I'm saying, all that bullshit. That bullshit, you can get that bullshit for cheap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, but you want to eat healthy, you're gonna have to spend a
Not
dollar.
something, man. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a reason for all that.
Whole Foods high as hell. You know that?
Yeah, I know.
Whole Foods, that shit is high as fuck.
I know.
T. Davis say everything has changed financially and mentally. Today is a different day for everyone. This is true. Like everything has fucking changed. Water used to be free. You know that? Water used to be free. It used to
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, technically, if you want to say it still is free, it's just if you want a chance at it or not.
shit, no, man. Yeah, no. Some some bottled waters, I don't even want that shit.
Yeah, because it be bullshit. Most of it is bullshit.
D Mysterious say I'm about to eat this bag salad after I pray over it. You bold, man. Shit, I ain't fucking with it right now. I go get my Chipotle. I don't want no lettuce.
Because they recalled that lettuce, right?
They call lettuce. I don't want no lettuce, man. Don't put no lettuce in it. I'm not. What is that? Can you hear that?
So I can't hear right now. It sounds bad. There,
God, dog.
there it is.
Okay, all right. We're gonna keep on pushing, y'all. We're gonna keep on pressing. So look, uh, I kind of wanted to wait on Cleo for this. This is his.
So I got a question. You find it ironic, Smooth, that with all the recalls and all that shit going on right now, like, is it ironic that like this shit is happening on dude watch, just like COVID happened on dude watch, like
For
like
Trump,
it's always some kind of like national.
listen, everything that Trump does is beneficial for him, right? So in some way, all this shit going on, you're gonna find out that he's benefiting from it. Like I feel like he probably got um, he probably got some stock, some ownership and or something in like one of one of these food chains. You know what I'm saying? I
A
feel
very good week, but at the same time, like, wouldn't at the end of the day, wouldn't that be illegal for him to do? That'd be another form of him breaking the fucking law.
we both know he don't give a fuck about nothing
He
illegal.
don't give a fuck about none of that, though. I understand he don't give a fuck about none of that. Boy,
He's a whole criminal. He the president of the
that
United
boy is
States.
a criminal.
And he's a
That
convict.
boy,
And he
that boy,
like
that
he
boy,
do what the fuck he want to do.
the king Von of the government.
What? Around here grabbing, groping women in their private areas and everything.
Man,
What
man.
do you want to do? Shit.
So I mean, at the end of the day,
Hey, well, look. since Cleo keep dropping out, we're gonna go ahead and bring up Dr. Nay so we can get this thing hot and heavy.
And get this thing popping. Go back to the culture and the chaos.
Yay.
Ooh, look at my dog. First cut on the slut. I see you.
You see me?
Oh shit! They got the lineup.
Girl, put your arms.
Listen, one of my homeboys, he saw the picture from last night. I had a show at the Improv and it went amazing, by the way. And yeah, yeah. And he saw my cut, and so he said, he called me today. He said, "Man, I'm at the barber shop. My barber asked me what kind of cut I want. I showed that nigga your picture." He say, yeah, give me that. Give me the net. That's what I want. Give me this right here, what she got. Whatever she got. Like my sis look good, man. I said, yeah, I know I paper down on a hoe real quick. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
Yes, sir.
how y'all doing? Y'all all right?
What's up?
Good.
How was the show? Why you didn't tell us about the show?
Rick, you work, so you weren't gonna go no way.
I will come.
You always be talking, I gotta go.
Last night.
I gotta go to work because you ain't been back to the trenches since our birthday week. Anyway,
Damn.
outside of Ricky, how you were doing, Jay?
I'm good. I'm good. What time was your show last night?
At 7:30.
I could have sworn that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I announced it, so whatever. Okay, let me give some shout outs real quick. What's up, Angie and Patty? Thank you. Ella Jones, they said they like my haircut. Boy, my teeth just been hanging out since yesterday, boy. I tell you. People are like, oh, you just so pretty. I was like, I know, it's crazy. I know, you're welcome. No, but no, but the fresh cut, it always, I don't know, people, they get to see all my face, I guess, and they just like, you're just a cute little girl. With all her little nose and forehead. She just is cute.
She
But
was,
anyway, I had to toot my own horn real quick, before Rick started saying something ignorant, because I know he wanted to
I
call me
just
a
gave
bald
you
head
props when you
scalawag.
got on here. I said you got a fresh cut on the slut. That's what I said as soon as you got on.
Right, you heard what he said, a fresh
on the
cut
club.
on
on
the
the
slut.
That's what we say when we come from the barber shop.
You know,
I
I mean, like, why you
Fuck
couldn't
your
come up
haircut
with
then,
something
nigga.
a
Just
little
fuck
bit
your haircut.
more nice? Like, dang, like,
Just fuck your haircut then. Just fuck it.
you know, well, you ain't got to do all that, but why I had to be a slut? I feel like I'm being judged
You
right
was
now.
say you
Like,
just said I said on the slut. Fresh cut on the. You know what? Fuck it. Just fuck it.
you said on the slut. Who is the fresh cut on? Me.
Oh,
Therefore, you're replacing my name with what? Slut.
oh man.
I knew what you was.
I give up.
No, I'm just.
I give
Rick.
this nigga here.
Thank you, Rick, for my compliment. I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah. And just
I
say
have a fresh
you look
cut
nice. You look
on the
unbothered.
slut.
That's what
Thank
I
you,
need
sir.
to say.
Thank you, sir. I know that you have a hard time expressing your feelings, so it's okay. Thank
I
you
do.
so much. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get into this letter real quick. Let me sip a little Kool-Aid. Cause this one kind of long a little bit. You ready, Rick? You got your ears on? Okay, I take that as a resounding yes. All right, here we go. Dear Culture Crew, I'm a loyal fan and have been for a while now. All right, go ahead.
Go, let's go.
I was excited when you all started offering the fan letters and the new call in option. I haven't called in yet, but I plan to. I've never been the type to put my business in the street, but I genuinely need some advice from you gentlemen. My ex boyfriend and I are still friends, or at least we say we are. The problem is when we broke up, there was never any real closure, no real conversation about what happened or why the relationship ended. We still talk from time to time, and as much as I like having him in my life as a friend, I would really like to understand why we broke up. But trying to get him to have that conversation is damn near impossible. I
Hmm.
believe there's a reason and a season for everything. I also believe a failed relationship isn't really a failure if you walk away having learned something from it. Amen. But how do I learn the lesson when I don't know what went wrong? So here's where I need your advice. How do I get him to have the conversation? No pressure, no hidden agenda, no conversation about getting back together. I just want an open and honest discussion about where we went wrong. I feel like having that conversation can help us both become better people and better partners in our future. Signed, uncomfortably clueless. Okay, so listen. Here's the thing. Let me try to be objective for a second. Because this letter it kind of touched the nerve. But listen, so sometimes with relationships we have to get comfortable with not having that closure. Sometimes it's I know me personally, I'm a person that wants to know, and I'll get into that later. But you know, um, sometimes shit just is what it is, you know. And so if I think it's making it difficult because they are still very much friends and in each other's lives.
Hmm.
And so I think that having that conversation, if it's a conversation to be had, I think it'll happen organically. I don't think it's something that you should try to push or try to rush, because then the energy may not even be right. So if that's a conversation that you guys eventually have, then it'll be, and so now the real nigga in me say, girl, why is you still being friends with this hoe ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It didn't sound like it ended too complicated. I really can't talk about that because I'm friends with about 80% of my exes, and it's not 100% because two of them niggas is dead. And so, like, you know, if you just that girl and you are are able to kind of separate the boyfriend from the friend, y'all can still remain cool. All that shit is cool, fine, and dandy. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm still friends with a lot of my exes. You know what I mean? And we chit chat from time to time. But keeping it p, um, and just being totally honest, I did ask to have those conversations with a couple of my exes. And the only reason was for my own growth. You know what I'm saying? Just the kind, because it's like if I keep getting these relationships and something's not working, then I'm not a person that's gonna always blame the nigga, because I know me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, it could have been me. I've been told that I nag too much. You know what I'm saying? With actuality, he came back and he was just kind of like, no, you were just trying to keep me accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so, even in having those conversations, it became one of them things where I felt like, oh, he was saying I was nagging, but then later on, he kind of was just like on some, I see that you were really just cared about what I was doing and you were trying to keep me, on my shit or whatever. Meanwhile, all that time, I had just been thinking I was a nagging ass female. So I became, you know, very intentional about letting shit slide. And that ain't never been the type of person that I was. Meanwhile, it was just I guess an emotionally an emotional mature level that hadn't been reached, that allowed us to understand what it was that we were providing for each other, even though it was some shit that really got on our nerves.
Hmm.
Because sometimes we want to be in these relationships and we want to feel like everything's supposed to be peaches and cream. But if I don't feel like I'm being challenged, or you're not going to help me become a better version of me, then this not gonna work, because I'm a person that's always trying to kind of like like reflect on a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And really try to make sure that it wasn't anything. Because I even have done that with some of my friendships. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily trying to mend them or anything, but if it was something that I did and you didn't feel comfortable enough with calling the shit to the square, I need to know what it was that I did because I might be repeating this and not even knowing that I'm doing this shit. Because a lot of the shit that we act out in our relationships is trauma from how we were raised, what we knew to do, what we didn't know to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Hmm.
see any harm in you having a conversation, but I wouldn't, like I was saying earlier, I wouldn't even try to force it for what? You know what I'm saying? You have to get to a space where you okay with not having that conversation because I didn't have that get to have that conversation with some of my exes that that I still speak with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you already have in the back of your mind what you think was fucked up about it or whatever. If you telling me what it was ain't gonna make a difference in how I feel or how I think, then it's really pointless anyway.
So sometimes no closure is closure.
Right,
Sometimes you don't need to, you know, turn over them stones. Like sometimes some people it's hard to have them heartfelt conversations. Like they don't know how to communicate their feelings or express their feelings. Um, Sometimes um, they don't want to have that conversation because they don't want to hurt you. Because when they have that transparent conversation, some stuff gonna come out that might crush you. So and sometimes it's good just not to have that conversation. Like let sleeping dogs lie.
Hmm.
Sometimes they don't want to have that conversation. They like the space that y'all in. Like, hey, I don't have to have this conversation. I don't have to commit to her. Like, you
Hmm.
know, expected of me. We can just be friends or do what we do or whatever the situation is right now with no strings attached. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, it's different reasons why people don't want to have those uh, closure conversations. Sometimes they don't want the closure.
hmm,
I agree. I agree with that. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes no dialogue is closure. First and foremost, you don't need closure for everything. I don't think,
right,
saying everything has to, don't nobody owe you a reason why, why they didn't want something or why they didn't want something to work. Like, people don't have to give you that. They don't have to tell you, well, I didn't want to do this anymore because I felt this or I felt that. They don't have to do that. Don't nobody have to do that. So at the end of the day, I think just finding out that you and the person didn't work out is enough closure in itself to say, hey, this person is not in my life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? This person is out of my life romantically or intimately for a reason. And I got to understand that that's what it is and move on. Like that person wasn't the person for me in that fashion. Now that person may fit better as a friend. You know what I'm saying? For example, me and my ex-wife, we get along fine. I have no issues with her. She have no issues with me. But at one point, we couldn't stand each other. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just some people might fit better in a role in your life than they do intimately. You can't force that. And like I say, everything doesn't need closure. Everything doesn't need everything don't need a reason. You know what I'm saying? It sounds kind of crazy, but everything don't need a reason. It might just be what it is, and just take it
right.
for what it is. That's what it is.
And yeah, and I think that's what I was, saying earlier as well. Like some shit just, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I think what's making her situation complicated is the fact that they are still friends, you know what I mean? And even looking at it from a perspective of, you know, if y'all are really, really friends, you know what I'm saying? Um, I think I understand and see the benefit in having that conversation because if I call myself your friend and I want you to be better, then I'm not gonna be just a get along type nigga. Especially if we talking about we real friends. I'm not
Hmm.
talking about the people that I just go hang out with and have drinks with or whatever, that kind of stuff. But if you're supposed to be my friend, you should be able to tell, you know what I mean, have those kind of conversations, especially if the intended purpose is for my betterment. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
but I do think that the issue, that she's having is because she still has access to this guy, and in doing so, she
So,
wants to know, you know, well, I'm cool with us being friends, but what didn't I do, or what
so
was
my
it
question
that?
is, does she have does she have access or still have feelings?
Well, no, she just said they're friends. She said there was
So
she like having him in
okay with
her
them
life
being,
as a friend.
if she friends and she okay with them being friends, then what she need all that extras for?
Because, because she still, it's still some hope there for her. She want to have that conversation so she can see if they can open that box again. Like if it's,
Y'all think
That's what
so?
I'm saying. She still got feelings.
I think
Y'all
so.
think so?
I
Y'all
think so.
think she still got feelings for him?
Listen, man. Let me tell you what closure have been in the past for me when a woman want to have a conversation for closure.
It got a lot of cuss words in
No, no, no. That's just
It
extending the
be-
that's just extending the toxic shit that we already had because it's gonna end up with my dick in her mouth and then it's gonna be
I knew he was gonna say something. I knew he was gonna say. I knew he was gonna say so crazy.
whatever situation we had going on is gonna keep on going on. So you don't fuck close. That's why men don't give you closure. I seen somebody say like men normally don't give closure. That's why because we know what's gonna happen. It's
because
gonna
y'all gonna either play on their feelings that they vulnerable
be,
in the
how
moment
you
and
playing
stick
on
the dick in their mouth,
how you playing on feelings?
or
This ain't playing on feelings because she gonna be the one to say so. So you just done like you just want to give up on us like all this time after all these years, and Nick gonna feel
But here's my thing too. Here's my thing too. If a situation is going left, like, and it's going left to the point where it's like, okay, this shouldn't need to end. Like, let me just use myself. If I'm in a situation that's going left and I'm like, okay, this shouldn't need to end, I know I ain't the only one seeing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just going left for me, it's going left for both of us. So, like, you should already kind of know the reasons with me not having to explain them. Now, I'm different. I will give you the respect of giving you this what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I will give you
yeah,
that respect. But I'm just saying everybody don't have to do that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
right.
saying I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying everybody don't have to do it.
Right, right on, right on. And you know what? And I think for me, I don't really cause like some people that I messed with or whatever, dated or whatever you want to call it, and um, they were usually pretty amicable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no whole, cause I don't do all the toxic stuff, all that, crying and falling out. We kind of, just naturally drifted. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I have not experienced, knock on wood, like any, crazy breakups or whatever. Like I had one that was a little kind of, thrown off, but then even with that, it wasn't even like, you know, all that it wasn't a whole lot of extra shit because I just, kept the shit, we kept it moving. We was back and forth for a couple of weeks and then, we finally were just kind of like, it's done. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I haven't had them kind of breakups. And like I said, I'm still, fairly cool with a lot of, my exes, you know what I'm saying? Because because a lot of my boyfriends were my friends first because they get to know me and then they feel like I'm a decent person and then they want to kind of keep me around and see what my coochie feel like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how most of my boyfriends kind of come into play. And then so afterwards, when we break up or whatever, you know, they still like, but you still just like really cool and easy to talk to type shit. And I'd be cool with that because like just because, I don't like the eggs and the tuna fish don't mean I have to throw out the whole batch of tuna fish. I just pick the eggs out. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody picking no eggs out no damn tuna fish.
Shut up. That's the only example that I can come up with in the spur of the moment. But you got what I was saying, nickel. Big head ass.
Oh shit. Man, it's I don't know, like that. Most of the time, it be women that want the closure. You know what I'm saying? Like you rarely hear a man be like, he want closure. Although some men do. I'm not gonna say they don't, but
Yeah, it's some man that won't close.
you
Some
rarely
of them do.
hear men say it be the women that want the closure. You know what I'm saying? And like even when y'all want the closure, like the questions that y'all be asking, niggas really don't be having answers to. You just be like, I'm not happy. Why you not happy? Like what I'm doing and not making you happy. Like I don't got
Well,
all
see,
to that shit. Just know that I'm not happy. Like I ain't trying.
but
So my question
that's
is
the
this too,
thing.
like, what is
It
closure?
sounds like they closure is not like you said. It's not really that they're seeking closure. They're trying to rekindle that explosive moment that leads to makeup sex.
All right.
So they're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I think being able to identify when a person is genuine about, in their intentions, and knowing when one of your little hoochie mamas just want you to be in their face so they can open their mouth.
So my question is, what is closure? So like, is closure like? So would this be considered not giving closure if somebody just you do something, they pissed off at you, and they just don't talk to you no more? Do they owe you? You do something to piss them off, and they just stop talking to you. They block you and all that. Like, is that not giving closure, or is that just
That's
that's
called
understandable?
That's called ghosting.
Yeah, but if you piss me off,
You
G, and
can't
I
really
just
say that's
stop
ghosting.
calling you, how do I may not know that I have pissed you off.
True.
And I think that kind of, circle back to what I was saying. It's like
So,
some people want to realize where their flaws were, or
Hey man,
what mistakes they potentially made in a relationship for their betterment. Because I did get the opportunity to have one of those conversations, and it you know what I mean, and it helped me out a lot because it helped me to alleviate some of the doubts that I had in my mind about some of the things that I did in a relationship that could have been the demise of the relationship. And I wasn't trying to get back with him or anything. I genuinely, because that had been one of my longest relationships, wanted to felt like I that, that I knew what my weak points are.
so this my question. I got a question for you, right? So this say this was a serious relationship you was in it for a while, right? You wanted that closure moment. So in that moment that y'all was having that closure conversation, if he would have made a sexual advance at you, would you have sex with him? You think it's too long, nigga? Yes, you would have.
No, because no, listen. Because it would have depended on how far gone we had already been out of touch with each
I say yes. If it's yeah, because if it's not an immediate no on something that you're trying to get closure to, then yes, you would have.
But no,
Let's
I
say
was just
most
trying to give myself a moment to be honest with myself.
right.
Like, I mean, I ain't,
yeah, you would
I
have
always
made his
say never
drawers
say
up.
never. I always say never say never. That is one of my mottos. Never say never. But then if I'm already good on you, then I probably, like, nah, I'm cool.
But
Because
if
it could be that I done already moved on to something else.
listen, this is my question. Okay, I'm glad you said
Because if you moved on, you
it.
wouldn't need closure.
That's what I'm saying. If you good on him already, then why you need to close the conversation?
Because my intentions were to understand the type of person that I am in a relationship.
So my question
But for
is,
me,
you can't understand that even without that conversation. Like I've had conversation where we didn't have that. I had a relationship where we didn't have that conversation, but I can analyze where what I did within that relationship and say that probably was something I shouldn't have did and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And grow from it without having that conversation.
But I don't think it's always about something that you did. It could be things that you didn't do.
That too.
Or it could be just a energy or attitude that you carried that you didn't realize that it was all ball humbug for people.
Nate, can
I
you
think, I'm catching the tail end of this conversation, but just based on what I heard, if a person has already moved on, then the only reason that it's like you already had closure, at least enough for you to already move on. So what is the curiosity of what I did or didn't do? What is the significance of that? If I've already moved on, or if you're over this person, I think I do believe that there are some situations like if the breakup is just like fresh and you just basically, I'm like, okay, well, what mistake, like what didn't I do enough of, or what did I do too much of, to where I can? That's during the time we having this breakup is when I'm asking these questions, because after we are okay, I been still. That's why I say I'm catching the tail end, but
Nate,
I'm just going off what they said.
Well,
paraphrase
that's cool because we finna get ready to wrap up anyway. Because I can't be out here all night with you Negroes because I be having things to do. So, what was? Let me make sure you guys give y'all final on the question that she asked, and just give a
Nate,
definitive
Nate,
answer.
Nate, paraphrase the letter for Cleo right quick, though.
I'm finna go, baby. I'm finna go.
I just want you to paraphrase it for him so you can know what we're talking about.
Man, this letter ain't.
Come on, TSU degree or debate team. Come on. G,
Whoa.
JG being messy, dog.
That's you. That's you, bro. That's you, bro.
I don't know who's in y'all being messy on, but both y'all can kiss the blackest part of my ass. Okay. So
Uh,
listen. Um, so the lady is asking, wait, where did she go? I believe so her advice is, how do I get him to have the conversation?
So Cleo, what happened was the lady was with a dude for a period of time. They broke up, but like they're friends, they're cool, right? But she want to know, like, basically why he broke up with her. Like she didn't ever have closure, so she want closure. But he won't have a conversation, and she trying to ask, how does she get him to have that conversation?
Good job, Rick.
How long they been broke up?
I don't know if they said that in the letter.
Oh, okay. I mean, because that's very significant because you say they broke up. They was together for a while. They broke up, and they've been friends for a minute, right?
Right.
I want to know what do that friendship look like, and then how long was that? But since we don't know, we just gonna go off of assumptions.
Right.
What is it again? And that goes back to what I said. If we didn't have that the why behind the what, when the what happened, then in this friendship, why do we have it now? Because if we have a friendship after the breakup, then how come I didn't know why we broke up when we broke up if we friends?
So
So
that's what
this
she.
it's kind of retarded in a sense, in my opinion, because it's like at this point, what is the point? Like, are you trying to rekindle something? Are you trying to reestablish? Are you still holding on to dude?
Well,
Because after that, what's the point?
what me and JG said, like she's still trying to. She thinking there's some hope there. That's why she want to have the conversation. But
Exactly.
we
Okay,
want.
but opinions aside, the question is, now she's asking you. Now here's the thing: when these women are asking y'all for advice, your opinions are very much informative because you do bring out very interesting points from the male perspective. But she did ask a question. It's like
we
she coming to y'all as her big brothers.
we answered it.
My opinion to get him, try to get him to have it. You don't. You just if you want to talk about it, he'll talk about it.
Okay, boom, that's your answer.
Yeah. Because the more you try to get him to talk about it, the more he's gonna shy away.
If she's tried and he's not talking about it, then yeah, let it go. Y'all in a
Yeah,
decent
because
space. Let the
Well,
space be.
I think we all came to that same conclusion that if don't force it, don't be trying to, do all that, just let shit be what it be.
yeah, you already lost a man. Now you're gonna lose a friend.
Right. You might push too hard. You just sometimes you just gotta let shit go with the flow.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Or she can just give him some sloppy top in right before he
You
bust.
know what? See, and that's why
Just
that's
stop and be like,
exactly why
she just
But
stop and be
that's
like,
but that's probably what she been doing the whole friendship.
that's probably what and that's exactly why
hey, you don't want to have
Ricky
a
talking
conversation.
about he ain't giving no closure because he know they just doing that's their code word for is we gonna fuck again or not.
Right.
I mean, because the breakup was the closure. I mean, she probably would want a detailed explanation, but the breakup, if people were to come to the conclusion, okay, you broke up with me because you didn't want to be with me, that applies to any breakup. Use that as your tool of closure. You know what? Lie to yourself. Maybe he felt like we were better off friends.
The truth is, the truth is, if you're giving him the benefits of a relationship without a title, then
He
she,
didn't say all that though.
why you? I mean, we are
Well,
assuming.
and here's the thing, because she's asking us for a male perspective, but from the male perspective, if I'm continuing to be friends with you and you still trying to ask me that, then that's the perspective that we're speaking from, because typically that's probably something that she's asking while we're when we just finished and we laying in the bed. So why did you leave me? Because she's embracing those intimate moments that she missed and desire to have with me or had with me when we're in a relationship. Because what is the setting? We out bowling, having a good time. Why did you leave me? Wait, what? Why are we talking about that now? So I think like most of the time, and maybe JG and Rick kind of maybe that's probably why we're channeling the same energy. Is like, why would we have this? When would we have this conversation about closure if we're friends and we already broke up? I mean, it's probably after we just did something, and you
Okay.
feel like she may feel like she being a lame, like I'm being used. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Hmm.
G, what's your closing thoughts?
I mean, like I say, I just feel as though like if y'all in a decent space, just let it be. Just let it be what it is. Like they said, unless it's some added energy to it, like it's some intimate stuff still going on, or she still got feelings for the dude, like Theo said. Well, we should have that kind of conversation afterwards. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like if y'all been friends and y'all been friends for a minute, what are we talking about this for? Like,
Right.
why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
I'm as me as a man, like I ain't trying to talk about no old like that's an old girl. I ain't on that. I'm off that. We cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I'm
off
trying to get to the point where I can talk to you about my new gal.
that. Exactly.
Since we're
Hmm.
friends,
I'm trying to tell you about these new hoes. You still talking about you?
and you making it real uncomfortable.
I ain't trying. I ain't trying. Yeah, I ain't trying to talk about you. You know what
Right. I try to tell you about these new hoes.
I'm saying?
Right. I know. No, for real.
So
For
the
real.
area says if they friends, they should be able to have the conversation. It will be awkward, but have the conversation. And I mean, like, I don't know. It's kind of like what Cleo just said. Like, if we friends, if we've been friends, why we need to talk about some old shit?
Yeah. I mean, we should have talked about it when it was fresh. And I actually agree with her. They should be able to have the conversation. But if you didn't have it during the time of the breakup, then
What
why
are
we
we down
what
for?
what period of time is sensible to allow to pass before and now you want to have this conversation? Let's talk about breaking up when we breaking up.
No, that's not what it says.
That's not what it said. Our producer is Zanaya saying she said that she think that's what the
Well,
letter said.
I don't think the amount of time it just says that
It just said they've been friends for a while, right?
Yes.
um
right. And that friends for a while is what bothers me. It's just like, okay, well, if y'all
because yeah,
cool,
because how are we defining a while? Has it been a month? Has it been a week? Has it
Right.
been
that's what I'm
six
saying.
months? You know, or whatnot. But then I mean, if we want to throw in assumptions, then I know with me being friends with some of my exes, they're now inside jokes, but stuff from our past will come up, just on
Like
us
you
chopping
said,
it up and
So,
like you said,
so,
what you said on some inside jokey stuff, right?
yeah.
so, so, the mysterious say men don't understand this because they don't need closure. I don't agree with that. I believe most men live in the moment, and so like in the moment of the breakup is when we needed to have that closure conversation. Like, now, if you don't let me go 5, 6 months, like, now I don't need no closure because you weren't
I'm
trying to have
asking
Yeah.
a
closure.
At
I
that
conversation.
mean,
point, you
cause,
created
cause
your own
You wanted
closure.
to tell me you
Right,
wouldn't tell me, so don't come trying to tell me 5 months later. Like, no.
right.
right. I mean, and the thing is that we really do desire closure because again, if we're looking at it from a logical aspect, and then especially if we are emotionally involved or entangled with this individual, I need to make it make sense. Like, okay, why did we end again? Like,
Hmm.
what did I do wrong? Or because sometimes what you won't tell me is how I found out the real reason. Because if you have another dude, then you just continue to come up with stuff that I did wrong, and then you don't want to give me the opportunity to fix it. So if you say, "Well, I broke up with you because you didn't give me enough time," I'm like, "Well, I actually you while we were together, you never complained about time. Well, give me the opportunity to fix it. But now I don't want you to fix it. Oh, so is it really time that was the issue, or did you already move on with somebody else, and that's the excuse that you're using to where you won't be accountable because of the decision that you really made is really kind of foul, and you're really not operating under the honest code, but this just makes you feel better in your exit, and just so if that's the case, but after that, again, if it's not right when we breaking up, or let's give it even a week, because I'm still trying to figure out if I'm still trying to get you back. I understand that, but to say we've been friends for a while, context clues would suggest that this ain't the same week that they broke up. I mean, that's not that's kind of like common sense.
Which we just got to dead air because you reading and they can't hear you read. We can hear you read. So like it's like, but now we got dead space.
Okay.
So how that's gonna happen?
Okay. So I think that we all kind of, came to a consensus that, she shouldn't push this issue. You know what I'm saying? But then I think something that is safe to say with all of these conversations that we have is that, there's a lot of circumstances that really determine that will always determine how we really respond to these things. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing for us to be sitting here on this camera and to say that we're going to do one thing, and then when we're actually in the thick of it, um you know things can very well change. You know what I'm saying? So like I
And I
said,
agree with you.
yeah,
I,
my
I
motto
agree
is
with you
never
wholeheartedly.
say never. You know what I mean? I've actually had an opportunity and a conversation with the ex of mine years after we broke up, and he just felt it necessary as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we genuinely both wanted to, understand our weak points, and it had nothing to do with getting back together or just really um I guess because we both felt like we wanted it and we needed it, but it just never manifested until later on, and it was just a real random thing. So
So can I ask a
But I
person?
think
everything.
Can I ask a person
to,
question?
but to piggyback on what you said though, I do agree that especially when it comes to us, and this question or letter, just like with all the other letters, none of the letters is going to contain the totality of all the details. So when we're speaking from our perspective, we're only speaking from the details or the context clues that makes the most sense or that seems to be the most logical. But of course, if we were actually involved in the situation or even talking to the person verbally, you know what I'm saying, that wrote the letter, we can ask questions and get certain details that's not listed in the letter. So what we're doing is trying to answer these questions from the best of our ability based on the clues or just based on the material that's given because not enough information to really make sound decisions because I can tell her in a sense on how to manipulate him to have
Now,
a
you know what
conversation.
she acting, Cleo.
But here's the thing: we are not manipulators. So I'm not
That
operating
don't
in the
mean you don't know how to
strategy of
manipulate.
manipulation, huh?
That don't mean you don't know how to manipulate just because you're not a manipulator. You're just not a willing
Okay. Well,
participation.
here's the
You're not a
thing:
willing
manipulators
participant.
manipulate,
Manipulator.
and so
Yeah.
if I teach her how to manipulate, I have to be a manipulator, and that's
Mm,
not what I am.
mm,
And
tomato,
honestly,
tomato.
and and on top of that, if we're here to give strategic information, then trying to tell somebody how to manipulate somebody is not the best advice. That's spreading toxicity. Because remember, manipulation is a form of witchcraft because
And
it
on that
involves
note,
deception.
Well,
right. On
give
that
me,
note, before I'm here another 30 minutes.
I'm gonna address
Listen,
Be Mysterious.
listen, these letters are meant to be light and fun, so we won't go too deep off into that. And listen, y'all already know who it is. It's your girl Natalia, aka Nay Nay from the People in the Hood, and y'all already know what is good. You can go to my website, natalia.lol, give me a love note. Somebody left me one fancy face, I believe it was. Thank you so much, whoever you are. It was very heartfelt and I really appreciate it. I actually read it on today. I've been reading it every Wednesday. So thank you so much for that love note. I really do appreciate it. If y'all go to my website, it also has all of my upcoming shows. Go to my Instagram. You can book me for shows. I do private events, I do corporate events. As Rick was saying, I was on the debate team, baby. I can give you some poetry, a prose, a dramatic interpretation, an after dinner speech. I do it all. I do it all. So y'all follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. This has been Dr. Nay with the chaos and culture and chaos. I'll see y'all next week.
All about.
I ain't
So before Nate got into her introduction, um, I wanted to address D Mysterious. D Mysterious say, Lord, I won't be asking for closure because she. We not saying don't ask for closure. We just saying like we trying to get a sense of what was the timetable of this woman wanting closure. That's what we trying to say. Like, so realistically, D Mysterious, what we saying is real talk. Like, don't come asking for closure 7 months down the line. We've been together.
Okay, so we'll do that. So if the relationship, the breakup is fresh, you know what I'm saying? It's you know
By all
week,
means.
month, 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even 3 months. If you want to have this, closure conversation, all right, that's cool. But don't wait 7, 8 months, a year, 2 years down the line, and you want to have a closure conversation. Hell no, I don't want to talk about that shit. That shit is over and done with. I don't even
Exactly.
think about you no more. I'm, I'm, I'm on to the next. Uh, so Cleo, oh, the girl say the mysterious say manipulation is a form of witchcraft. She say how, Sway? Tell her how, Cleo. It's gonna be good.
Well, if you oh shoot, I need to plug my battery up. Well, if you actually study manipulation, you will find out that it was a lot of times used in witchcraft. It is a form of witchcraft because uh, witchcraft and deception, manipulation and deception run hand in hand. So, case in point, if we go biblical, when y'all remember when you had Adam and Eve in the garden, and then the serpent approached Eve and told her, "Hey, if you," he told you, "Don't eat of the fruit," because you'll be like him, right? You'll be like God. He don't want you, as if he don't want you to be like him. The deception in that is we're already made in God's image. So she really ate it for nothing when you're really already made in God's image. Or if we talked about when we say there's a difference between the truth and honesty, and if you ask somebody, say, "Hey, what, baby, where you been? How was work?" "Oh, work was cool." She normally work an 8 hour shift, but she only went to work for 2 hours and spent another 6 hours off work with somebody else. But she's not going to tell you that because she's going to lead you to believe that she's been at work for 8 hours. So that's deception. That's like when somebody tell you, okay, you know what? You told me the truth, but you didn't tell me all the truth. And that's when you purposely leave out details that you know that will affect my decision. So it's like you basically uh, redirected the truth so I can be deceived, and that's a form of manipulation. So I'm trying to get you to do something that you really wouldn't do unless I maneuvered the truth to make you do something,
Hmm.
and that's not operating in honesty.
Okay. All right. So hey, let's jump into that. What you posted in the group chat earlier, that little reel you posted, Cleo.
Which one? I had put several.
Oh, the woman when women say that they like their men to be a little feminine.
Oh boy!
I didn't
Why
know
you
you
gotta
was.
roll your eyes, bro?
So and somebody, one of y'all, I'm putting my iPad on charge because I'm about to pull that up real quick so we can hear because the audience is probably wondering. But man, listen, I think I done heard it all after that. Okay, here you go.
I think it's a red flag if you're dating a man who hasn't openly explored being gay. I love a man with a little gay allegation. With a little sweetness to it. They're doing it in private, and shame. Hey. Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. This is the shit I'm talking about. All of a sudden, y'all made podcasting such a fucking big ass trend that y'all give anybody a motherfucking microphone. Now, Tweedledum, Tweedledee, and Meathead down the street are over here agreeing that men should have allegations. Okay. Okay, not mine. I think it's a red flag.
So it's just like I don't even get it, man. And this is why I always talk about turn my camera's way. It got to make sense, bro. There's just too much stuff going on here. Everybody vouching for. And honestly, I've seen another video. Matter of fact, I think I posted it on my story. But it's almost like the whole gay thing. Hey man, live your life, do what you want to do, whatever else. But to tell men to be like, I think that every man should have a little suspect in him or dealings with the idea of gay or something like that. I'm like, how is that even logical? Like, who does that? Can anybody make that make sense? Anybody?
You asking me to make them shit like that. I don't even entertain no shit like that
Yeah,
because
I don't even pay attention.
that don't even have nothing to do with me. Like I don't even comment on them type because that shit is crazy as hell. Like first of all, why would you? I don't know, man. It don't make sense to me at all. Like I don't even got an answer. I don't got an explanation for it. I don't got no comeback. I can't.
Yeah. What do you say to that? Like,
Right.
uh,
Because here's the thing: if a dude get out of prison, say he been locked up 15, 20 years or something like that, you're questioning. Okay, have you ever been with a man? You know what I'm saying? You ain't looking forward to dating. Oh, I think he should have had some dealings with some men, and I think it kind of like balances him out. Like, what the hell is what are you talking about? But see, now I had another conversation with a group of females because I think they somewhat kind of got offended, but I was just asking them to find a lie. But me personally, y'all can speak for y'all, but me personally, I don't know any straight men that endorse or support gay men. I don't know it. Now, I don't dislike, hate, or despise them. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you don't agree with it, they're going to say, "Oh, you homophobic or you gay." La, la, la. No, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I just don't support it because it's not a beneficial form of lifestyle.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you take two men and put them on an island to where no help is coming and they can't escape, day one they are an endangered species. But if you put a man and a woman on that island, they can reproduce
Hmm.
and possibly live happily ever after.
Hmm.
So I'm just like, where's the logic? Because I got homegirls that be like, "Oh, I gotta have a gay friend." And I'd be like, that gay friend could be a potential husband for somebody. And I'm like, y'all out here tripping on that, but I'm like, gay dudes getting husbands before y'all.
Mm, mm.
But you know, when I start talking like that, that's when they start getting pissed off. So the truth have a way of stinging that those lies, make people comfortable, but truth make people very, very uncomfortable at times. I
So
just
this is my question to you. Like, why do you think some women are like that? Why do you think some women want a feminine man or a man with some tendencies?
well, I have my logic behind it. Uh, I honestly think that women understand the importance of male presence or even a male opinion on various subject matters, but they don't always want to feel like a piece of meat in the presence of a male. They don't always want to be questioning, is he trying to, what I'm saying, is he only being a friend because he's trying to have sex with me or something like that. You know what I mean? So I often would tell guys in the shop, man, learn how to be a friend to a female. Because, bro, I done been in rooms to where a homegirl was about to change clothes, and it was me and her, two other girls, her gay homeboy, and me. I was the only one that she asked to leave the room, and I was like, "Why I got to leave? Why he? You know what I'm saying?" She's like, "Cause he don't want what I got." I'm like, "I don't want you either, but I would, you know what I'm saying?" But that's over there. But I'm just like, really, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times they want the male companionship without a relationship with that particular man. Now, here's the trade off. She still, although he's gay, she can still get a straight male's opinion from him.
Hmm.
And he's actually learned the more that he's hanging with her or other girls, he's learning how to become even more feminine. So it's for them, it's like an even trade. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
then now when a man learns how to just be a friend with a woman without having any sexual motives or anything like that, you low key kind of become irresistible. Because if she say, okay, you know what, you're not a bad looking dude. He got charisma. He know how to make me laugh. He know how to listen. He gives sound advice, and he's a man. You know what I'm saying? Now you actually become, you know what I'm saying, a very well-rounded individual. You know what I'm saying? But But somebody T. Davis said because they are men themselves. That's talking about the women. Well, hey, maybe they feel like the man in their relationship. I mean, because some women prefer to be the most dominant being in some relationships. I've seen it, but it's just like she's still by herself.
I don't know, bro. That just
I
what
mean, but do that make sense to y'all?
do a woman want a feminine man make sense to me?
Well, I'm saying like my explanation on as to why I think some
Oh,
of them
oh
want
yeah.
to. I
Your
think they
logic,
want to have a gay friend just so they can have a male companion or a male figure around them. That's not making them, I guess, sexually uncomfortable.
I mean, your logic is like I mean, like it makes sense. Like it raises the eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know, bro, because I ain't never thought that deep into that shit like that. Like I don't know. It'll never make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? We about to we're about to play a clip that kind of relates to the subject. So, yeah, you guys check this out.
No,
No,
Independent woman that weighs more than you who cosplays a drag queen. She don't even like being her natural self. Like, what are you into in there? Everything that I just named is everything but fucking feminine, man. If anything, at best, is pseudo feminine. If anything, is pseudo femininity. It's the fakest form of femininity ever. They're not even tapped into their natural selves where they can exemplify who they were naturally born to be. This is insane, man. This is so outside of nature, and we have normalized it. But I'm the crazy one.
This whole video, I was waiting for him to say that this was a joke. I thought at some point when he was talking, he was gonna cut out and say, this was a video that I seen somebody post. But he really said that. He really feels that. And my question to you, brother, because I'm not gonna sit here and try to tear you down. What is it about black women that gives you such a strong opinion like this? Was there one that you came across that made you feel like less than a man? And I'm not even saying that as a joke. I'm genuinely asking. Would you rather a weak black woman that has nothing going for herself so you could belittle her and start to control her? I'm just trying to wrap my head around why you would make such a statement like this. As a black man, the bare minimum from us is to protect our black women. The bare minimum. So what's the reasoning for this? Respectfully, of course. No.
Any man that's attracted to the average BOK woman is borderline rainbow. What do you find feminine about a strong, independent woman that weighs more than you who cosplays a drag queen? She don't even like being her natural self. Like, what are you into in there? Everything that I just named is everything but fucking feminine, man. If anything, at best, is pseudo feminine. If anything, is pseudo femininity. It's the fakest form of femininity ever. They're not even tapped into their natural selves where they can exemplify who they were naturally born to be. This is insane, man. This is so outside of nature, and we have normalized it. But I'm the crazy one.
This whole
hold on.
video, I was waiting for him to say that this was a joke. I thought at some point.
You still here.
First
So
of
is
all,
he saying all black women are like this?
he, he
what's that,
said
JG?
he
Is he
said
saying all black women are like this?
No, I think he just generalized. Even in his little dissertation, I don't think he would be stupid enough to be all women.
well, well, he fucked up at first of all, saying that any black man that like a black woman is has some gay tendencies, and
Right,
that's a goddamn lie because
right.
ain't nothing gay by me. I love me some black women. You hear me?
All day, every day.
You know? So fuck him and his mama. You know? So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I'm like Jackie, like his little high school crush must have really fucked over him or something. Like, a black girl somewhere hurt his feelings real bad for him to just put that shit on black men. Like, I don't know what is wrong with him.
Well, can I play devil's advocate? But I wanna address Jackie's comment. She said he had mommy issues. He's been hurt by black women or a black woman. So if he's been hurt, especially let's just say take what she said. He has mommy issues. Is that um, a qualifier for his perspective?
No.
not the totality. I'm not saying about the black men being gay part. Hell, I mean, that's just plain old stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying as far as her comment about him having mommy issues, could that qualify the tainted view that he has of black women in general?
I still
Because
say
if your mother, the one lady that most men look unconditionally first, if she's thrown off, if she did something to sway the mind of of her son,
Let me tell you why I disagree. Because
but what part are you disagreeing with?
with you saying that,
it
couldn't that
qualifies
be
him for having those feelings.
could that be the reason why he has those feelings, right? Because of his mama issues. And I'm disagreeing because at a certain age, right, you, especially if you fucked up, you gotta identify first that you fucked up, and then you gotta go and fix it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that's just like growing up, bro. Like I did some stupid ass shit growing up. That wasn't a reflection of my mama. Because after a certain age, I knew right from wrong. I knew the consequences of my actions if I would did the shit. I just went and did the
Mhm.
shit because that's what I wanted to do. It has nothing to do with my mama.
No. But I'm saying specifically, if she said that he has mama issues, we're not
Mhm.
saying the possibility of something else. We're saying that he has mama issues. Let's just say mama was a bad example of what a
Mhm.
black woman
Right.
is supposed to be represented as.
So,
Mhm.
so
That's what I'm
again,
saying.
at a
So
certain age,
here's my let me interject real quick. Here's my theory on that. Okay, he can have mama issues. You know, let's say we don't know that, but let's just say for the sake of argument, he does have mommy issues.
Hmm.
That still don't, for me personally, qualify him to basically assess his fucked up mama on every black woman in the world. That does not
Hey,
qualify him to do that.
I agree. I don't disagree. So now with that same token, now with that same token, at what age do we hold women responsible that have a way about their dads, whether he was absent or whether the mama said he was this and that, and they grow up with daddy issues because let's be totally honest. A lot of people don't know that they have a lot of childhood trauma is not exposed until your adulthood in its truest form.
that's why
So
I
a
disagree.
lot of issues, even if you have women and men that's out here reckless with sex and stuff like that, that are abusive, a lot of that stuff start at home. And if we don't pay close enough attention to say, okay, you know what? Well, it's a deadline to where his mama, who he probably was predominantly raised by his whole life, which most of us possibly was. If your mama was a whole nutcase and she was the one that raised you, a lot of times you are a nutcase, but you don't think that you a nutcase.
Mm-hmm. True.
And if you seen your mama out here doing some crazy things, if anybody is going to have any influence or that should have any influence on how you view a black woman, the first one should be your mother, right or wrong.
Yeah,
Well,
but as you get
Okay, come on,
older,
let's goddamn it, let's be
well,
100.
you start to see, hey,
every issue that he
mama kind of
have,
off. Mama kind of fucked up.
But
right?
see,
Well,
but that's
You be
but
old
Jay,
enough to
I don't
disseminate.
disagree. But that's if you start to heal or realize that you do have an issue. But most people don't do that because if you have a young lady that daddy was a deadbeat, and then let's just say out of 10 of her homegirls, seven of them, because over 70% of women are out of kids are out of wedlock and single mothers. So out of 10 of her friends, seven of them may have absent dads, which may be labeled as deadbeats. So now, if the majority of the people that you hang with or grow up with is in the same situation or predicament as you, why do you think a lot of women look at black men the way they do? Because they did. A lot of them didn't have a honest consistent father.
Okay,
And
but
then
at the
we
same time, it's
come
the
back and
same
say, oh, they
thing.
got daddy issues.
It's the same thing. You're not going to base my character on your daddy issues. You can't. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. I'm sorry. So it's the same thing for him. The same thing that goes for them that goes for him.
Is it? I mean, because we understand logically that you can't wrap the whole gender. Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. The dude on the video, we not. I'm kind of not even talking about him right now. We using him as he brought the subject up, but I'm going based on what Miss Jackie said that he has mama issues. And what I'm asking is, if he do genuinely have mama issues, and that's just an assumption, but hypothetically speaking, let's just say he do have mama issues, would that at all at least justify why he could have a tainted perspective of black women? Because it works the other way.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that that could very well play a role in why he has a tainted view of black women. But like I said, it doesn't mean that he's warranted in his view.
I'm not justifying his view at
Right.
all. Now, my thing is, when we talk about people need therapy and people need help, I mean, I think he very much qualified for that category because
Yeah.
my thing is, we all know you can't tally up all men, tally up all women in no single category. You know what I'm saying? As far as your perspective or your experiences, we understand that. And like Ricky first said when it first came in, like bro, to think that you can just even women that operate with the as many women that operate in quote unquote masculinity or whatever else, me being attracted to her don't make me nothing, no borderline gay rainbow whatever term
Right.
he. So we are. I mean, we can talk about that, but we know that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to elaborate on that stupid shit because that's just we
Yeah,
know that.
he started off
All
the
right.
whole video under the clown act.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he gonna automatically get roasted by everybody because don't nobody in their right mind agree with that.
Yeah, I would love to see the comments under that video.
Oh man. Uh-oh.
So yeah, I mean, but like I said, as far as women, I mean, and yeah, there's women out there with daddy issues, and I mean, they don't.
Yeah, what I was trying to say about that earlier about him and his mama issues, like whatever that situation is, like after you get a certain age, you know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to distinguish like right from wrong yourself. If you got any type of fucking at least common sense, you know what I'm saying? So like all the shit that your mama did wrong when you was growing up that you saw or that you didn't agree with, then you should be able to correct that shit yourself. Like, ain't nobody got to tell you, hey, you got mama issues, you got daddy issues, you got trust issues. You know, like, or just because you seen all this shit growing up, I don't mean that shit is right. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, you're able to decipher right from wrong, and you should want to correct that shit yourself.
I agree, and I think the only thing that could ever contest that is the people that these issues have become normality to them. Because when you grow up in a certain environment, that looks like regular. It's almost like if you have people that was abused in their childhood, right? They grow up and they basically attract abusive relationships. And me and you both know some chicks that had hands put on. They be like, "Oh, he hit me because he loved me." Now we know, girl, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? But from her perspective,
Yeah, that's what she
that
know.
abuse is what love looks like to her.
Right. Yeah.
That's the angle that I'm speaking from because when a certain lifestyle becomes normal to you, you know what I'm saying, and you haven't been exposed to nothing but the majority of what you came up. take some of these cats out the hood or expose them to how much better life can be, men and women. And some people would probably reach out, but some would probably rather go back to the ghetto.
That's
I
what they.
mean, because the crazy thing about a goldfish in a fish bowl, if you keep a goldfish or a fish in general in a fish bowl for a long period of time, you can go and release it to the lake, and it's still going to swim in the same perimeter that it did in the fish bowl. You got all this lake, but it's only going to swim where it's comfortable because that's what it's used to. And that's what a lot of people do in life because I only know the Beltway.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only places that I'm going to go. I'm gonna hang at because that's my comfort zone. Now I'm using that as a direction, but I'm saying in a mental or psychological perspective, some people don't even. He probably don't know that he throw it off because you remember at the end of the video he said, "But I'm the one crazy." You
You
really
are.
are,
You
but
are.
he don't know he is. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm playing devil's advocate because in a psychological arena, it's really people that think. I mean, they could be crazy, but they really think they normal.
Facts. Facts.
We're gonna take a break right quick. We'll be right back after these messages. After these messages.
Your heart was wounded, God sent me to heal it on a mission. Ain't no stress, love, touch it with precision. Just undress, love, I know the right position. Come on, trust me, girl. Throw this rock up on your hand, I give you the world. Hey, your face on the real was the honey looking lace. Ooh, baby, baby.
For the lover in you, this ring
That's for real, girl.
means I'll always be true. This is how we'll start loving you. This time's gonna last forever. Boy, I've been thinking about you quite a while. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, boy. And I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. And I like it. Boy, you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you comb your hair. I like the stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that shows how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you, you know exactly what to do. You put that fire inside of me that makes it more than just a dream. And I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. And I like it.
It's going down like this.
Don't know just what I do for you. Love you tender, love you all so good. I can't wait to get to it, babe. I wanna
Yeah,
we back.
back, back with a vengeance.
Yeah. So, what you was saying, Phil, before we left?
Um, oh, you talking about the comment?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it was T. Davis. She said, "We as black women don't have a chance in the world. We fight hard for everything, including relationships, jobs, so on." And yeah, what do y'all think about that? Y'all agree or disagree? From where we sit and with women. Oh,
Um,
you're reading the one that's on the screen. My bad.
which one you reading?
No, it was the one you read off. We as black women don't have a chance in the world. This,
Okay.
but it's from that same person, T. Davis.
Okay. So do
Uh,
y'all agree with that?
Um, I think it's a little bit more difficult than them in some aspects, like especially like in the corporate world, you know. Sometimes it's a little bit harder for them to climb up the corporate ladder just because they're female and you know society don't see them in powerful positions. Uh, I mean, it depends on, I guess, the situation. I can kind of say, yeah, I agree with her. Certain situations, I agree.
Okay. So do you think they fight hard in relationships? Because she said they don't have a chance in the world. We fight hard for everything. She said everything,
I think that depends on.
including
I think that
relationships, jobs, and so on.
I think that depends on the woman.
Okay.
I've had some women that you know were good women, and they will fight for relationships, and I had some wild motherfuckers. So it just depends on the woman.
Mhm. What you think, JG?
um, trying to think how to put this. I agree somewhat. Um, for me personally, I come to the part where it's like it's a fight for all of us. It's a fight like you don't like. I understand black women fight for, but they don't like black men fight for jobs too. Sometimes we have a hard climb on the corporate ladder as well. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a fight that I think we all need to understand that we all in it together, and we got to work it together. Now the relationship part, sometimes the fight for the relationship, and you probably agree with this statement, Cleo. Sometimes the fighting for the relationship part is they fault.
You're gonna get shot by yourself. You got. I see beans on you right now. You got red dots all over you.
You're right. I
Well, what
probably
the hell you mean?
I mean, it's just all the stuff, all the factors, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Let me be very clear. Some of these women ain't no better than us. The same dogs that they claim us to be, they ain't no better. The dating world is so scarce right now, and if your woman can't agree with that, you're playing. Stop playing with yourself. You cap, as I said earlier, cap.
Hmm.
Saying stop playing. The dating scene is scarce right now, very
Oh,
scarce, and it ain't just because of men no more. Stop making it look like the dating scene is fucked up because of men. It ain't just because of men no more. That 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 shit is over on both sides. On both sides, it's scarce on
But
both sides.
you know what was funny though? I remember one time I dropped a video in our link one time where even the studs were complaining about the women. They was just like, man, listen, that nigga you had them kids who don't even take care of you. Here I am spending money buying them clothes, blah blah blah, and you cheat on me with the same nigga that wasn't doing such and such and such and such. I mean, you had several clips from different thuds, and you know what I'm saying, that was
Mm-hmm.
complaining to women, and then I think it was a woman narrator that said, "Okay, ladies, I mean, at some point, we got to realize we the problem." You know, that was what a woman was saying. But I think that of course everybody have issues. You know what I'm saying? There's not gender bias when it comes to who has issues and who don't, because we still all a community, whether we contaminated, toxic, or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? But we all need help. But I think that as far as I like to look at things from, you know, the half cup full perspective as well, because I know a lot of women that where we talk about jobs, they had opportunities that a lot of us didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because even with my sisters, I mean, the way it was paid. Yeah, they had an easier time in school. They were able to do their homework easier. They didn't have to worry about trying to work and secure any things and stuff like that. They was able to go to college. They could stay at home as long as they was, you know, in school or whatever they wanted to do. Where some of us as men, we had deadlines to get out of our father's or our parents' house. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, relationship wise, hell, I know some girls that was in high school dating college niggas with cars and sponsors and everything. But we was like, okay, well, if I ain't got enough bread, then I can't afford the relationship. And so sometimes that's harder too. And I think in some perspective, like relationships can be easier for women because of course they are approached 100 times more than a man.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, what you choose to what you desire and what you want sometimes becomes unrealistic, because I've heard testimonies of women that be like, okay, after this dude is gone and moved on, damn, I had a good dude. I just complained about this. He wasn't the most handsome, or he didn't make the amount of money at the time, or it was something that after maturity kicked in, she regret because she's like, damn, it was really good, but I blew it, and now I'm seeing him happy with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So don't I don't know. It just may be my opinion because I know a lot of women that's like thriving, and I don't think I would ever hear them say that they don't have a chance. Now maybe what you do don't stand a chance as far as being successful if it's not a productive. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can't keep going the wrong way and just expect shit to start going right without you changing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my opinion on that. Oh, not to have that blank, but she came right back and said, "Indeed, it's like we can't win, and on top of that, we pull each other down."
Hmm.
Mm.
Who said that?
The same person.
Oh,
Yeah, she said that to Jackie.
Okay, so go 14 minutes up because her and Jackie was going back and kind of having stuff. Uh, she said yes, trauma bonds, and then she said, "Indeed, Jackie 547. It's like we can't." On top of that, we pull each other down. Jackie said, "Yes, ma'am, you are preaching."
oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, well, hey, you know, um, yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, but we do have a live show though, Rick. You want to bring up the live show?
Yeah, yeah, we got a live show next month. We'll lock down the day in the next few days.
Out there.
We'll let y'all. So make sure y'all check our platform so we can get y'all that information. What else we got? We're introducing a new segment called Mind of a Man. Don't ask me because I don't know. It's just a new segment. We'll give y'all some more details on it. Yeah, it should be interesting though. This this is new to me, so yeah, this is gonna be good.
News to us, like it's news to y'all.
Yeah. It sounds interesting though.
Yeah, it
It
sounds
does. It does.
interesting. Yeah, you know it's gonna be interesting because if she asks me to tell y'all what I think from my mind, oh shit, that shit gonna be good.
Watch out.
That shit gonna be good. That shit gonna be good. That shit gonna be good. Uh, anything else y'all got before we close out, fellas?
I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that because do y'all think what percentage of our culture do you think actually know the mind of a man?
Shit, 25%. I don't give a fuck about the mind of a man. We don't matter. The black man,
But
anyway.
That's what I was about to say. Are we talking about black men or all men?
well, I'm assuming black men, since it's us, that's
Right.
gonna be operating on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because how do you understand the mind of a man? Well, I think an interesting question is how many women actually sat and listened to a man elaborate what's on his mind without you know judging him for his perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's like, have women ever sat down and witnessed? I remember at a shop I used to work at, man. I used to go in the beauty. It was a beauty shop and a barber shop. Sometimes I would just go over there and just listen to women talk, get the perspective. Because if you hear a bunch of Negroes talk about what's on a woman mind, they only gonna tell you their perspective, and it could be flawed. But if you go over there and start listening to some women, I'm like, it was some things I could admire, and it was some things that I was like, okay, this is why y'all fail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure some women can say the same thing about us. So
Hmm.
I think actually having the opportunity to elaborate what's actually on the mind of a man. How do we think when we start our day? You know what I'm saying? What do the struggle look like for us? You know, having to provide for families and kids and when all of us, you know what I'm saying, are active, pretty much in our community or involved in something that's beneficial for somebody else outside of ourselves. What goes on in our mind when we are the ones that people depend on? You know what I'm saying? And I think those are some perspectives that can really, you know what I'm saying, change the narrative.
Yeah. Well, you know, you gave me all this good game, but we got to call it quits for the night. But we appreciate y'all tuning in every week like y'all do. We'll be back next week, same bad time, same bad channel. You can catch us on any and all platforms, Culture and Chaos. Catch me on Culture and Chaos, all the platforms. You can catch me on Facebook, Ricky Johnson, Instagram, Ricky Johnson 2026, TikTok, Big Smooth 40. Yeah, you want to get in touch with me, hit me up on one of those platforms.
All right, I'm Clarence Singleton, aka Cleo, your barber's favorite barber. You can find me on Culture Chaos, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, uh, I guess Snapchat a little bit. I ain't really on it, but just pull up my name, Clarence Singleton or Cleo the Barber. You'll find me.
Your boy JG. You can catch me on Facebook, Jerry G, and Instagram and TikTok, Gball32. That's GBAL 32. Then I am on Snapchat as well, but I don't know that one. I barely be on that one. The same thing as Cleo. Just look me up.
Make sure y'all like us on all our social media platforms. After the show, go back and share this episode so your friends and all their friends can see it. And you can bring a friend that knew a friend so we can blow this thing up. Live show coming next month. New segment on the show. We're gonna have that next week. New segment. The new segment is gonna be at the end of the month. So We're gonna be out there. I'll give y'all more details on it next week as I get it. Yeah, coaching chaos. That's what it is. It'll be on the social media site too, so check it out. Like I say, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's run this thing up. Catch y'all next week. Peace.
Welcome to culture and chaos. When we say it out loud and stand on it. Culture, chaos. Say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it go. Culture, chaos.
Talk slick, better stand on it.
Late night talk, yeah, the vibe get reckless. Say it with your chest, don't dodge the misses. Back and forth talk, yeah, we keep it pressure. If it hit a nerve, then it probably meant it. Real conversation, no cap, no edit. Everybody talking, but we don't forget it. If you said it once, better stand and defend it. This that show where the truth get tested.
Say it loud,
Say it loud,
say it clear,
if it's real.
let it hit.
Culture, chaos. Say it loud, yeah, we run the combo. He said, she said, cut the promo. No filter talk, yeah, you know how it go. Culture, chaos.
Talk slick, better stand on it.
Culture, in chaos.
Talk slick.
Stand on it.